Riders, welcome back! Which helmet will dominate 2026? After a year of riding, testing and comparing, we've narrowed it down to the top 10 best sport touring helmets you can buy right now. There are big surprises this year, including the all-new HV K7 and some surprising shakeups in the rankings. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button for more no-fluff, fact-driven reviews and stick around till the end to see which helmet takes the #1 spot. Material is the first segment of our guide. Here we look at two criteria: the material of the outer shell and the amount of outer shell sizes a helmet is available in. More outer shell sizes simply means a more compact fitting shell across the available size range. The AGC Alpha 71 Carbon tops the ranks with the carbon shell and comes in 4 shell sizes for a more compact fit. Behind our 4-star score is thanks to their carbon outer shells and 3 shell sizes, while the K6S stands out with the carbon composite build and 4 shell sizes. The Schubert S3 lands at the bottom, being the only model to offer just 2 shell sizes. Alright, that's it for material. Let's see how these contenders perform on the scale. Here we use a scale that is accurate to the gram. All helmets are weighed on the same scale in a size M without any additional features like a communication system installed. Leading the pack, the HV K6S impressed with the weight of just 1298 grams, making it not only the lightest helmet in this group but also the lightest helmet we've ever tested. 3 models landed within a tight 3 gram window, proving just how fierce the competition is. Weight plays a big role in long ride comfort, and these helmets prove that it's possible to stay feather light. Alright, that's it for weight. Let's move on to the visor segment. Here we use a visor matrix to determine star scores. In this matrix, many different visor features and characteristics are listed, but naturally not every feature is equally as impactful on your riding experience, which is why we've weighted them based on what riders ask us about the most. 4 helmets secured a perfect 5-star score thanks to their impressive feature set. These include an extra smoke visor in the box, an integrated sun visor, a pinlock lens and a reliable visor mechanism. While most helmets offer similar features, some fall short with slightly weaker mechanisms or lack the extra visor. The HV K6S finds itself at the bottom in this category. It skips the integrated sun visor, which helps keep the weight low, but when it comes to the visor features, it's not quite as complete as its competitors. Alright, that's it for their visors. Time to take these helmets out on the road and see how they perform in terms of noise isolation. Here we place a decimal meter placed close to the ear of our test rider to measure the sound the same way as he hears it. We take our measurements from long stretches of open highway, riding an average speed of 130 km per hour. Let's see the results. The quietest helmets in this group are the HV K6S and Shoei GTR3, both measuring a consistent 98 decibels. A quieter helmet makes for a more relaxed experience on longer trips, so it's reassuring that most models stay within the 98 to 100 decibel range. On the flip side, the AGC F71 Carbon stands out with a 105 decibel reading, making it noticeably louder than the rest. Alright, let's move on to the next segment, ventilation. To measure ventilation, a thermometer is placed inside the helmet to track the interior temperature while monitoring the outside temperature. A smaller difference indicates better airflow, which is crucial for keeping riders cool. Let's look at the results. 6 helmets delivered a flawless ventilation score, meaning they're fully capable of keeping your head cool even on extended rides. The remaining models showed only a 1 degree temperature rise, which is still impressive. In the end, all our contenders excel at maintaining a comfortable temperature. And that wraps up ventilation. Now let's see how these helmets perform in terms of comfort. To come up with a score for comfort, we look at both the comfort features of a helmet and our own experience with it out on the road. The Arai Quantic leads the pack with an outstanding 4.5-star score. It features a soft removable liner that can be cleaned and even adjusted for a custom fit. Remarkably, 8 helmets matched a 4-star rating, proving just how comfortable they are to wear. And sitting at the bottom, the HGC F71 Carbon was still comfortable, but doesn't quite reach the same standard as the rest. Alright, time to move to the next segment, features. To determine star scores, we use a matrix in which all kinds of features are listed. Not every one of them is equally as impactful on your riding experience, which is why we've weighted them based on what riders ask us about the most. Schubert secures the #1 spot with the S3 thanks to its long list of features. It has been wind tunnel tested, includes a 5-year warranty, comes with built-in intercom preparations and features an emergency quick release system. The rest of the lineup scores solidly with 4 to 2.5 star ratings. These helmets are intercom ready, offer generous warranty periods, include chin curtains, breath guards and other practical features. That wraps up the feature segment. Now before we continue to 2 very important segments, let's take a moment to put all the scores side by side. If any helmet has caught your eye, pause the video to review its strengths and weaknesses. The competition is tight this year and picking a favorite based on features alone is challenging. For that, we'll need our next segment, value for money. Now that we've seen how each helmet performs, it's time to factor in the price. When two helmets perform similarly, the more affordable option often wins in terms of value. Here's how these helmets rank when we look at both their retail prices and overall scores. This year's best value helmet is the AGV K6S. It delivered good results across every area while being priced lower than the other rivals. Thanks to these strong showings, it fully earns the leading position. At the bottom sits the Arai Quantic. While its ratings were solid, the higher price tag of €679 held it back against the rest. With tough competition like this year, it's difficult to climb higher when facing helmets with a better price-performance balance. Riders, this is what we've been building up to, the final ranking of the best sport touring helmets of 2026. We've gone through every category thoroughly, and it's time to start at the bottom of the list and work our way to the very best. 10th position belongs to the Arai Quantic this year. As mentioned earlier, it did quite well across several areas, though the premium price tag held it back somewhat. It shined most in the comfort section and also scored nicely on features, making it a reliable choice in this group. The 9th spot goes to the HSE F71 Carbon. It earned a perfect 5 stars in ventilation, offers a carbon shell with 3 shell sizes and includes plenty of features. However, it turned out to be the noisiest helmet tested, which justifies placing it in 9th overall. Breaking into the top 8, the next XW ST3 secured 8th. It earned 4 stars across 5 different categories and reached 5 stars for ventilation. Its only weakness was in weight and features, which kept it in 8th. In 7th place we have the Schubert S3. It began with a 3-star rating in material and only 2 stars in weight, though after those results it never went below 4 stars again. Thanks to an intercom-ready design and a range of features, it achieved a strong 4.5 star score in features, which locked it into this ranking. 6th position goes to the AGV K7. This new arrival ventilated exceptionally, includes plenty of extras and has a well-equipped visor. Still, it was among the heaviest helmets in the ranking, which means it could not reach a higher placement overall. Breaking into the top 5, the HSE Arfa 71 Carbon secured 5th. It earned 4 stars or more across 5 segments, showing it's a great all-rounder. Its only weakness was in weight, which ultimately kept it anchored in 5th. 4th place is taken by the Scorpion EXO GT SPR. With a feature-rich visor, excellent airflow and the low noise levels, this model stands out as a true killer in the sport touring category. Let's move into the top 3. 3rd place is claimed by the Shoei GT Air 3. Much like the S3, it began with steady results of 3.5 stars in material and 2.5 stars in weight, but from that point forward it never slipped under 4 stars. It achieved a perfect 5-star score in both visor and ventilation, making it a very strong contender in the sport touring class. Now comes the big question, will the AGV K6S manage to secure this year's crown, or can the LS2 Dragon steal it away? The outcome is clear. AGV takes the throne, leaving the Dragon in 2nd. The LS2 Dragon uses a light carbon shell and is produced in 3 shell sizes, which gives it a more compact fit and great comfort for extended journeys. It also scored 5 stars in both visor and ventilation, proving to be among the best all-rounders in this ranking. Still, the AGV K6S is the champion of 2026. It's one of the lightest helmets we've ever tested, isolates outside noise very well, and offers excellent comfort, making it a worthy winner this season. And with that, this top 10 video comes to an end. The numbers have spoken and we're very curious to know what you guys think of this final ranking. Every helmet featured in this video is available at championhelmets.com, where we offer the lowest price guarantee and very sharp discount bundles. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in your feed. Guys, buy smart and ride safe. Until next time.